Hey freshmen! All week we've been talking about the different aspects of religion in 13 colonies. Yesterday we talked about the Great Awakening and how that changed colonial life. Today we're going to look at the Salem witch trials, a fascinating time when the Puritans began persecuting women for being witches. Let's review before we get started. Today's key ideas are what was the Salem witch trial, and our key vocab is Salem witch trials, persecuted, and Salem, Massachusetts. Here are our guided notes for today. A witch craze swept the small Puritan community of Salem Village, Massachusetts in 1692. It began when a group of girls gathered in the evenings in the home of Reverend Parris to listen to stories told by one of his slaves, Tituba. They also played fortune-telling games, which were strictly forbidden by the Puritans. One night, while trying to see the faces of their future husbands in an egg white dropped in a glass of water, one girl believed she saw the shape of a coffin. Soon after, the girls began acting strangely, leading the Puritan community to suspect that the girls were victims of witchcraft. The girls named 3 townswomen, including Tituba, as witches who were torturing them. The 3 women were put on trial for practicing witchcraft. Tituba confessed to having seen the devil and also stated that there was a coven or group of witches in the Salem Village area. The other 2 women, Sarah Good and Sarah Osborne, insisted they were innocent. The court didn't believe them and found them guilty of practicing witchcraft. As the weeks passed, the affected girls accused other townspeople of torturing them, and some on trial also named others as witches. Women were not the only ones believed to be witches. Men and even some children were accused. By the end of the trials in 1693, 24 people had died. Most of those who died were killed by being hung or burned at the stake. Some of the accused had confessed as being witches, but none of them were hanged. The Puritan way of life was very strict, and even small differences in behavior could make people suspicious. Religious leaders instilled a fear of the devil and preached that those who did not conform to the Puritan way of life would be used by the devil to carry out his wishes. No one is really sure why the witch craze spread the way it did, but it did bring lasting changes to the legal system and the way testimony and witnesses were treated. And the Salem Village hangings were the last executions of accused witches in all of America. Take the information that you learned today and create an image that depicts your knowledge.